Yeah. Hey, it's Tom from Instant Game Fight Club, and welcome back to the road to total domination, where I am attempting to beat this game at the most difficult setting without getting hit. Now, recapping from night 6, fewer firsts are happening, so the longer this challenge goes on, the less eventful it's going to be. You know, I've already gotten a high score. I've set a speedrun record for myself. I've gotten 14 total dominations. I've gotten flawless final battles. So, the only thing left to do is finish it. So, unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Now, on Sunday, even though you guys didn't get to see it, I did some practicing on my own, and I was able to get flawless final battles pretty much in a row. But, unfortunately, 14 total dominations was eluding me. Although it does happen, it has yet to happen together. So, I am still in pursuit of that perfect game. And so, as I do begin most of these streams, I'm just going to take the first run as it comes. If I get hit in the first 5 seconds, then I get hit in the first 5 seconds. Whatever. We're just going to roll with it. But other than that, I think we're good to go. Just about. Okay. Pretty cool. All right. One other minor thing. Let's move you around so I can see stuff. Okay, very good. Let's get stuck in, boys.
Rage.
Okay. We're off to a healthy start anyway. Not exactly an ideal pattern, but it works, obviously.
Rage.
Oh. That was on me. Yeah. It's alright. Alright. Sauron, you run, wrecker, you. Strike. What up, man? Welcome in. So I am just taking this first run as it comes. Of course, I've already taken this hit from Sauron, but whatevs. Ugh. Not really even awake yet. Gotta get my stretches in, you know what I'm saying?
Rage.
No. Well, looks like it wouldn't have mattered. Got the bad pattern from Blizzard.
Rage.
Strike says, I thought you beat the world record last time. I have beaten the world record for both speed runs and high score as of night 2. However, these runs are not in pursuit of those records. I have the viewpoint that, you know, records can be broken, but you can only be first once. So I want to be the first human to finish the game without taking damage ever. And as it stands, I have gotten both flawless final battles and 14 total domination runs separately, but never together. I just need to do that.
Rage.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's occurred to me that when I do finish this challenge, I probably won't know what the score is. So I've been debating if I should clear the high scores on my board just so that I know. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of undecided. Sounds like frustrating crap. Yeah, it absolutely is. Especially when I have nearly finished this challenge multiple occasions. Point of fact, I nearly finished it on night 2 for the first time. And on night 2, I also came within one hit twice of finishing this challenge. And since then, I have come at least as close on more occasions than that. So I do believe it can be done. Like, I don't think it's impossible. It's just getting everything to line up for me once. One time. 10 minutes is, oh man, that's a long time for nothing to happen, and it's a point that gets proven. It's gotten proven over and over and over.
Rage.
Wow, controllers would be thrown if it was you. Yeah, I'll believe it. I've thought about it once or twice, but this thing is too heavy. Alright, so that's my third hit of the run. Not that it especially matters, because one hit is enough to ruin the entire run anyway. So it's no big.
Rage.
It'd be the world's heaviest frisbee when it went through, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I hate when that jump crosses up. Again, it's okay. Not a big thing. Just stretching. Just getting my calisthenics in. Whoops. That's all 7. Flat 1 million, yeah. That's a little low for me, but that's okay. This is still, like, my favorite thing ever. It's just, like, trampolining the worshippers. Oh, it's so good. Hey, I got 4 of them.
Final battle.
Whoa. Closer, bud. Oh, that is a jump that I missed. Ooh. Now that he's in the corner, it gets a little dangerous. Okay. Okay, it's 4. I think. Oh, that was a whiff. Oh, God. I'm so lucky that chipped out. Oh, boo. A no damage run would be the easiest thing if defense chip wasn't a thing. It would help. It would absolutely help, because then I could just let some characters just block Iron Maiden or whatever and be done. Oh, Tom, we talked about this. And whenever Chaos comes in from the corner, I need to Iron Maiden there. So normally, if I'm in the corner, Chaos comes in, I get hit. Okay, I got my stretches in. So, resets will apply on these following runs. Although, like on previous nights, I will only reset if it's like the first 2, maybe 3 matches if I'm feeling frisky. So if I reset too often, I do get frustrated. And when I get frustrated, I make silly mistakes. It's kind of becomes like this self-defeating cycle if I reset too often. All right. So let's run it for real.
Rage.
Let's go far. Let him step up. There we go. Don't want to be too far away from Talon and do Iron Maiden because that standing high power will hit from extreme distance.
Rage.
To be honest, a no damage run is really only possible with Armadon. No one else can anti-air as consistently as him. I've tried with the whole cast at least a little bit. Oh, shoot. That's a reset. And everyone except Armadon had one or two matchups that were just too much to get past. Case in point is Diablo. This run, I nearly selected Diablo for this run. Just because when he gets a piece of somebody, like, you can do some crazy stuff. But he's high risk and high reward. A lot of his attacks when they're blocked are very, very unsafe, which meant I would fail runs pretty often. But man, when it got going, it really got going. So much so that I nearly upgraded this challenge to quick kill, no damage. So in other words, every round would have to be quick kill plus no damage. I nearly did it. It's so close. But again, there's one or two matchups that it's just a little rough. Everyone else had like one or two quirks that just invalidated their runs. Like I thought Talon would be a breeze. It's not. His avoidance to projectiles like, say, the freeze breath is non-existent. Like, you can kind of slide under it, but then you're wide open. Sauron, he's another great one. So close. He's got a lot of great tools, but he's too big. He's too big. Armadon's AI would mess Diablo up? No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Point of fact, you can manipulate it to the point that is hilarious. And I'm not... Oh, look!
Rage.
Here, I'll just show you. Watch this. This is hilarious. If I can get him to do it. There. The torch catches the Iron Maiden. Well, A, it manipulates Iron Maiden. B, it torches Iron Maiden. Which is hysterically funny. This is not true in 2.3J, by the way.
Rage.
You cannot do that. In 2.3J, if you throw the torch out, Armadon, in fact, will do Iron Maiden, but it will hit. It'll hit in 2.3J. Can't do that. Oh, lost video for a second. Stuff got moved around on my desk. Hang on. It's fine. The retro tank that I have anyway is really sensitive on the component. Is it good? Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. But yeah, I nearly selected Diablo for this run.
Rage.
Oh, apparently video is still not fixed. It's alright. I'll look at it here again in a second. Ooh, curious position. Oh, that's a reset. Come on. Come on. You can do it.
Rage.
Yeah? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Tempted to mount it to the wall and just stick it there. Ugh. Should be getting your board sometime this week. Too lazy to stick to 2.3W, so I'll probably stick with 2.3J. Don't have the J and X adapter yet either. Yeah, that's kind of a big thing. The J and X Rage adapter fixes your inputs for you. Otherwise, yeah, it's not great. I mean, again, if you have access to the wiring anyway, that it's not as big of a deal because you could just move the start button to button 1 on your stick and it fixes it just fine. But if you don't, then the Rage adapter is the way to go. Excuse me. But yeah, 2.3J, you don't have to do that. Start is separate.
Rage. Rage.
J&X adapter is never on sale. I think I found, when I got mine, I think I got it on eBay, of all places. Like, it was still officially sold by, oh gosh, I forget who makes it. Domination, yeah. It was still on sale by Domination, but it was on eBay.
Rage.
The combo is not hitting tonight. Which does happen, and I don't really understand why. I think distance has something to do with it. Like, if he does the yard baiting too closely, and then I neutral jump it, like it's too close. And then the standing low power that I do mid combo will miss.
Rage.
That's my hypothesis anyway. Hasn't been on sale since you got the board 2 or 3 months ago. Oh, wow. I wonder if there's like another shortage. I mean, I haven't really looked into it. But it seems like parts are kind of a thing again. Like during pandemic, you couldn't find anything. Like even Raspberry Pis were like an exorbitant price. And it seems like we're going through another phase where it's getting hard to find parts again.
Rage.
Oh, that was supposed to hit.
Rage.
Retro gaming is popular now? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how deep it goes exactly. But yeah, I'm sure it may contribute.
Rage.
Okay, yeah, I think that was low health enough to go for Iron Maiden instead of a combo, which is my preference.
Rage.
Whoops. The 19-hit combo should be possible on Blizzard 2. I've tried a few times and I couldn't get it. Or I should say I tried for a while. Like I sat there and like tried to run it out on Ruckus's emulator and it just wasn't happening. So I think at least in the case of Armadon, the big combos, like the really, really big combos, are not possible. Except on Zoran. I know he's at least as tall, but I wonder if his hitbox is just as wide. I think that might be the difference. Because like some hits were missing, and that was the problem. The problem wasn't hit stuff. The problem is it just whiffed.
Rage.
All right, I took my blah, 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 blah. I took the hit during Armadon's fight, but it was the third fight, so I'm just gonna roll.
Rage.
Because again, resetting too often is bad for me. Grim Morg, what's going on, dude? Happy to see you. Good luck with your hit list, Tom. You're a monster. I'm not happy with my 3 world records in this game. Yeah, I said up top when I was practicing and gearing up for this challenge that it was never, ever about like score. And I have put my money where my mouth is, because if this were about getting a world record on score, I would have stopped weeks ago. Well, it's Primal Rage. Of course you're not happy. Yeah. I gotta do stuff while these hands can do it, you know what I'm saying?
Rage.
Someone described this challenge as Quixotan, as in Don Quixote. I was like, oh yeah, it's very true. This is a very Quixotan quest.
Rage.
Oh, there's a bad pattern from Vertigo. It's the only one. She's got a few starting patterns, and that's the only one that I can't really do anything about. So for this run, I think that makes 2 hits. I think it's 2 hits. Which is normal. 12 or 13. 12 or 13 total dominations. That's about right.
Rage.
He's a glutton for punishment, he is. You know, I don't know if it's masochism or if it's like ADHD. Like, I have to do this thing.
Rage.
I'm gonna have crab arm by the end of this thing. Bro, how many reps you doing a day? Nah. It's 3 hours of Primal Rage a day. That's where I'm getting ripped from. I tell you what, man, at the end of these sessions, my wrists are just wrecked. So typically I stop these streams around 2 hours, 2.5 hours. That's not because of time. That's because my arms won't let me do it anymore. I take breaks, I stretch. 2.5 hours, that's generally about it. Hitbox. If I wasn't such a stickler for authenticity, I might give it a shot. If you notice this stick, this is an IL Euro stick, the Industrious Lorenzo Euro stick. These are IL buttons because this is the kind of stuff you would find on an arcade cabinet. And I've gotten so picky about it that the last time I put my hands on a machine, I was like, hey, wait a minute. The spring on this stick is softer than the IL Euro stick, like, is default. And I realized it's because it's a Suzo Hap stick and not an IL stick. So what I did is I got a Suzo Hap competition stick, harvested the spring from it, and put it in the IL stick. So it's a softer return stick now. That's just me, man. It's silly, I know. It doesn't have to be like this. But this is the path I've chosen. Sounds like coward talk. See where I'm at. I'm only at like 2 or 3, yeah? This is my third. That's generally the kind of thing that happens. Well, I'm just gonna hang out here. Oh. One hit during final battle, that's not bad. Wonder if the Galloping Ghost Primal Rage was a legit PR stick or a replacement. I remember that thing being stiff as heck. It had to be a replacement. Had to be. And it was probably an Industrious Lorenzo Euro stick. Because, by default, they have a lot of resistance, man. Oh, Torax! I didn't mean to ignore you, bud. How's it going? Man, that 19-hit combo was sick. Do I know more? I do, as a point of fact. I can do one with Diablo, but I haven't, like, pursued it. What do I think of Primal Rage 2 and the final boss? Do you think they could have put the final boss in the first game? I don't have a lot of strong opinions on Necrosan in PR2. It's okay. It's fine, I guess. It's a, it's an arcade final boss. It's meant to take your quarters. Do you think they could have put the boss in this? Yeah, absolutely. They planned on it. Excuse me. There was a 3.0 in the works before they moved on to PR2, which would have included the Necrosan boss instead of Final Battle that we know of today. It's a cool design. I remember that. I think it got reported in GamePro or whatever. It was just a little blurb on one page. It's like, hey, there's a new boss coming to Primal Rage. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
Raid.
Yeah.
Rage.
It's too much health. I don't want to go for it again. We need to ship you to Chicago to terminate it for us. Oh, the sticks, yeah. I've thought about it. Don't tell Han.
Rage.
As it happens, it wouldn't be too much trouble to get to Chicago. I live comparatively speaking, I live sort of like within distance of Chicago. I could go.
Rage.
Jimmy, welcome in, man. Love to see you. I have no clue if tonight is going to be the night, which is as it is with any night, you know. I am determined. I should not be deterred. I will not be dissuaded. It's gonna happen. Do you think a remake of this game will work this day and age, says Torax. It's... as with any arcade game, like, it's very case by case. Oh, the bad pattern. Again. It's very case by case, just because emulation is such a tricky thing. It's all different hardware. It's not like arcade was based on DirectX or something where you could easily port it from one thing to another. No, it's custom hardware. And when you start throwing in, you know, custom parts from Altera, in this case, it gets just that much harder. Primal Rage's encryption is notoriously difficult to crack. I've been reading into it just to see, just like, you know, I'm such a fan of the game. I was like, you know, if I can help this game along in any capacity, you know, maybe I'll take a look at the FPGA encryption, see what I can do with it. Not that I would know, but, you know, if I can gather data for someone else to figure it out, then I would do it. But anywho, where I was going with that is I read just a blurb on what it would take to crack the encryption. I was like, oh, this is involved.
Rage.
It's not like you hook up a cable and you're go, and then you transfer it over USB and you're good to go. No, there's like math and programming involved, and like code you have to execute. It's rough. But can it be done? Yeah. Can it be done? Absolutely. It just won't. If a new game was to be made, like, say, instead of the remaster route, do a remake, that could also be done. You know, just skip the encryption entirely. Just kind of do your own thing. You just have to convince Warner Brothers and NetherRealm Studios to do something with it.
Rage.
What if that sprites like Guilty Gear? Oh, what if it went sprites like Guilty Gear? I mean, it would be easier to make a new game out of it, for sure.
Rage.
Honestly, I'm not I'm not picky. Like, I know that claymation is difficult and expensive. I'm not beholden to it, you know? So if they want to go sprite work, do sprite work. That's fine. 3D models. It's all good. I don't care. Just need more rage in my life, that's all. Definitely gives you more flexibility, you know? You come up with a new character in claymation. Well, that's another year.
Rage.
Alright, so coming up on the last fight of this run, if I get through it, that actually would make 13 total dominations for this run. 13 out of the 14. And hypothetically, if I get through final battle hitless, that means I would, again, have been one hit away from finishing this stupid challenge. But, you know, that's a pretty big if. Final battle is it's kind of its own thing. It's Murphy's Law, as I describe it. Anything that can happen will happen. Think a sequel could work too? Says Strike. Yeah, absolutely could. Yeah. They could make a sequel. I'd be fine with that too. And not even necessarily like remake or try to redo Primal Rage 2, because that was kind of a dumb idea. I'm sorry. I think I mentioned this before, but when they went to go make Primal Rage 2, whatever executive at Atari it was, they took the wrong lesson from Primal Rage 1, that Chaos and Blizzard were the popular characters.
Final battle.
It's just that casuals are lame, man. Casuals are lame, and so they pick what they know. Well, give me something here. That's 3? Maybe 4. 4. Well, that's an unfinished combo. Whoa, where are you going, bud? Actually, there's a really funny manipulation I might show you guys later. This game is full of weird AI manipulations. And I found one with Sauron that's actually kind of funny. Not especially exploitable. Hey! There's a flawless final battle, which again means I was one hit away. I was one hit away from victory. Again. One hit. Just because I got a bad pattern, and that's how it is. You have to go 14 rounds without getting a bad pattern. But I call these bad patterns because there's really nothing you can do about it. usually has to do with how the game or the round starts. Because like if you're going to take a hit, most likely it's going to be in the opening seconds of the round. Good enough, great run. Thank you. Unfortunately, I've been in this position a lot throughout this challenge. And you know, I could move the goalpost, right? I could just say, you know what? This challenge is all about 14 total dominations. I don't think anyone would argue with that. They really wouldn't. And I would also be done. But no, I am the only person I'm really trying to please. What a strange, painful challenge to have issued to yourself. I agree. But it would also be historic because no one else has done it that I know of. Make a no-hit run instead of no damage? Well, it kind of already is. Because the only time that you can take a hit without taking damage is like there. What I just did there is I blocked Talon's Slasher, and you can do that. It will not cause damage. Two more examples include taking the hit from Vertigo's ankle grab. That is a no damage thing. So if you manage to escape the next hit, you can still get a total domination. Chaos's Fart. If you block it, that does damage. If you let it hit you, it does not. Did you make it? Yeah, you made it. Welcome in, King Kzilla. We are mid-run, buddy. I am in 49 minutes of recording. 49 minutes. Which usually my hands give me about 2.5 hours, so you're just in time, buddy. Brian, welcome back, man. You like how the game almost looks 3D? With the clay figures? Yeah. Yeah. Really gives the characters a lot of depth. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh. I got the jump canceled, but the other hits didn't go through. It's alright. Rage. That was a little close. Thank you, Sauron, for being cooperative. It's not usually the case. Looks miles better when you compare the stop motion to something like Clay Fighter. Oh yeah, 100%. Rage. Or Dino Rex. Oh my god, we don't need to talk about Dino Rex. I mean, Dino Rex is funny because of how janky it is and how ear-splitting those roars are, but that's where we cut it off. It's right there. Rage. Oh. What match was that? Is this 2? I think this is match 2. Yeah, I can reset here. I'm still calling the T-Rex the caveman T-Rex. Dude, isn't that hilarious? For those of you who don't know, I pointed out that the T-Rex in Dino Rex looks a lot like the T-Rex from the 1970s movie Caveman, starring Ringo Starr. It's uncanny.
Rage.
By the way, that movie, Caveman, is absolutely worth watching. It's so good.
Rage.
Now with Sauron's patterns, oops, that was a dropped special is what that was. But with Sauron's patterns, I'll go ahead and run it again, or run the next round just to show. Oh right, I was gonna show the weird manipulation that I found, so check this out. If you just walk up on him, he does this. He just jumps over.
Rage.
So what you get sometimes, if I can get it going again, are these points where he does this. He does this. What is that? It's not especially exploitable, but it's funny. Anyway. And when I first started this challenge, I think I've talked about this with someone else before, but oh my god, Talon was such a problem. Especially since I was trying to fight fair and not rely on manipulation so much. Like, you just can't get in. Can't land a hit on this dude.
Rage.
Which is why I switched to Diablo for a time, because I was like, you know, Diablo can actually kind of sort of fight Talon for real. But no, it wasn't to be. What's worse, the AI in Primal Rage or the AI in MK2? It's hard to say, because I don't think the AI in this game is allowed to cheat so much. Like, it can't just grab you out of a sweep like it does in MK2. Now, they can do some screwy stuff. What they can do is they can walk up on Armadon and Sauron during Bed of Nails or Primal Scream, which blocks jump ends. They can walk in and just block it. So it is kind of cheaty, but it's not like so cheaty. You can push Talon all the way to the corner. Yeah. Actually, that's a manipulation that I was working with for a while, because if you want to, you can't just walk up on Talon and push 2, at least with Armadon. You can walk up, push 2, and he'll block it and block it and block it and block it all the way to corner if you want to. But what I was attempting to manipulate... Oh, vertigo. But what I was attempting to manipulate is a whiffed Brain Basher is his overhead special. And it turns out, if you just walk up on him and push him, he will go for the Brain Bash, like from like extreme close distance. But I couldn't punish it, so I stopped using that tactic. Well, back to that discussion about MK2's AI. It's also... Oh, like, if you look at speedruns and stuff, like, it also has, like, some of the dumbest, like, hits done. Like, MK2 is such a weird game. Because you can... If the AI jumps at you, you can get a rhythm going where you're just doing high punches. But it's like a very specific rhythm.
Rage.
You found a strange manipulation on high difficulty Street Fighter 6 CPU. You could just drive rush overhead on their wake up. Interesting. And I especially think it's interesting that you can still do that. Like that there's still AI manipulations like that in fighting games. Brian says, Tal was always a weird character with how much smaller he appeared than the rest.
Rage.
And Talon's Roar always sounded funny. Yeah, like I didn't... Oh my god, that cross-up. Recorded a cat's meow and distorted it. Yeah. I don't know who decided that a Deinonychus needed to sound like a leopard or a cat or something. We'll see where I am in the run before I reset this one. I forget where I was. Oh, that was only a second run, yeah. Primal Rage remake, but all the dinos are feathered. Science! Science!
Rage. Rage.
All right, well, at least we're off to a good start here.
Rage.
Sauron could easily ruin it for me because he's another one that it's kind of difficult to manipulate in my favor. So I end up having to use like 3 or 4 manipulations to get through the fight. Block this, I'll stay. Oh, he's gonna jump. Oh, that was too close. Oh, that was too close. The Sauron fight is probably the one that has gone through the most change.
Rage.
Ooh, that was supposed to be a jump before, backward. I used to start that fight crouching,
Rage.
but he would then do a low attack sometimes, and that would botch the run. So I started trying out some attacks. Maybe I go to him. Well, that definitely wasn't working.
Rage.
So then I started walking backward, and it's like, oh, he actually whiffs on all of his attacks when I walk backward. So that's kind of where I'm at. And then everything after that has changed a lot too. It's not just the opening seconds. It's like, okay, so do I stay at range and throw Iron Maidens until he block chips out? Which I could do that, but the problem is the timer. Clock runs out. And I don't want to... I probably could win with timeout victories. But again, that's just like another rule I have imposed on myself, is no timeouts. But it's safe.
Rage.
I can do it. I've tried jumping. Just jumping the stun roars that he throws out at distance. And it's really dangerous. But it's also reliable. I've tried some manipulations that even a strike suggested. Sitting in the corner and down blocking. And that actually kind of works. But I couldn't make it consistent, was the problem.
Rage.
If you down block in a corner... Okay, that's not gonna go. If you down block in a corner, what Sauron is thinking in his little AI brain is, I need to bust this block. So he goes for the Earthquake Stomp, which you can then punish. The problem with that is he can bust that block another way by doing a Tiger Jump forward and low power. And his... Oh god, I can't think while I'm pushing buttons. And Sauron specifically, his Tiger Jump forward into low power is so fast that I can't counter it in time. And he's such a massive character. So I can't make it work consistently. It's not that it can't work, it absolutely can. It's just not consistent. Oh, this is not going to work either. That Iron Maiden didn't come out. You can usually block it when he tries it, but I'm doing a no damage run. Yeah, that's the crux of it. Yeah, that very fast. Well, since I'm here, right? If I just stand back, I don't care. It's fine. I'll at least show this manipulation.
Rage.
And if I do this, he can walk up, or he can do the EQ stomp, which is great. That's what we want. See, like, it's almost exploitable. Almost. It's so close. So then what I would try to do is I would try to make it happen to see if you whiff. Oh, see, there's that Tiger Jump low power. Because if you whiff from distance, then that sometimes will trigger it.
Rage.
You can manipulate it into happening. So if I just sit here and... There you go. So that triggers a response. So he will either do the jump forward, low power, or he will jump back and do the EQ stop, which in this round he is choosing to jump forward. And that's why I can't make it work. It's rough.
Rage.
So that's why I do this. Super risky. Especially now that he's in the corner. That's like the riskiest. Because distance to that primal roar, the stun roar, distance to the stun roar becomes shortened when he's in the corner. When I lost my train of thought, so I was... Oops. It's okay. But just like in the corner, like when I'm blocking in the corner, you can also manipulate him into doing the EQ stomp in the corner. So, you know, it's like all these different puzzle pieces that are in front of me that I have to like arrange in the right order. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. But that's also why I try not to rely on using several different manipulations in the same match. It's like, God, just pick one and run with it. So how's everybody else doing? Having a good night?
Rage.
King Kzilla started playing STEM. Well, that's cool.
Rage.
Jimmy grinding MK1 cameo fighter unlocks. Oh no. See, that's the kind of the thing, right? Is Mortal Kombat games don't really have, well, I mean, they do have microtransactions, but it's not really for unlocks, it's pay to pretty. Which is fine. That's okay. But the opposite side of that is... the opposite side of that is they just make you grind for everything, which is just as bad. I'm gonna mispronounce your name. I am so sorry. Usama Juini on YouTube. How's it going, man? Yeah, you can ask me something. Please do. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and play the game in silence, and that's no good for anybody.
Rage.
hits are not wanting to register tonight. Jimmy, I wish you could just choose to buy unlocks for a place to run tournaments. Yeah. Oh my god. So I do the same thing for mystery fighting game, you know? Especially during like the PlayStation 2 era. That was kind of like the era for unlocks. So sometimes I can find like pro action replay codes to unlock fighters and stages and whatever. Sometimes you just have to grind for it. Now, do I have to do that for our tournaments? No.
Rage.
But I do it anyway. Alright, so this is match 4, which means I am past the reset point, so I'm just going to roll.
Rage.
Ooh, that's... Oh. I was going to say, that's probably going to hit. And it sure did. It's alright. I'm going to roll through. Just roll it.
Rage. Rage.
Oh. King Kzilla, don't be so hard on him. And for one thing, don't listen to tier lists. Don't. Tier lists, I mean, especially nowadays, they don't matter.
Rage.
Now, in the era that Primal Rage was made, you know, often, you know, like the early to mid 90s, tier lists did kind of make sense because, you know, balancing was kind of non-existent sometimes. But in Primal Rage especially, like, it really doesn't matter. Primal Rage is actually reasonably well balanced for what it is. Hey, 103. 103 is pretty darn good. All right, it's time for the trampoline. Bouncy, bouncy. Usama Juini? Usama Juini. Yeah, if you got questions for me, man, fire away.
Final battle.
Oh, whoops. Final battle proving that anything that can happen will happen. For some reason, hits are not registering against Armadon tonight. I don't know why that is. It's just like some nights, it's solid as a rock, and other nights it's like he's just not there. All the hits go through. I don't know. Oh, I don't necessarily have to jump back here. It's okay. Work out. Okay. Alright, so that run was 12 total dominations, and I took a few hits from Diablo Final Battle. I just need the stars to align for me. That's all I need. I can usually get one or the other, but not both.
Rage.
Oh. Well, at least I took that hit right off the bat and not 5 matches deep. You can kind of sort of manipulate the EQ stomp in the corner too. It's not super reliable, so I don't use it. But can.
Rage.
Was Sauron's Primal Scream green for a second? Yeah, the colors of the Primal Scream... Oh, that was way too far away. The colors of the Primal Scream, I don't really know how that works. Because, yeah. Especially on, like, home console ports, it comes out like purplish. But here on arcade, sometimes it comes out, like, in a negative color. You know what? Like, you, take a color in Photoshop or GIMP or something, and then you reverse the colors, it becomes, like, all whitish, grayish. That's kind of what happens here. I don't know why. Unless it's just alternating really fast. Whoa. Let's back it up. Oh well. I mean, 11's good too.
Rage.
Nice. With the quick kill. I love it when Sauron is cooperative. That makes my life so much easier.
Rage. Rage. Rage.
Oh, and that's the bad pattern from Chaos. Well, I'm too deep into this run to reset, so I'll just keep going.
Rage. Rage. Rage.
Keith! Yeah, man, I'm still at it. Still at it.
Rage.
And wouldn't you know it, Keith, it almost happened again, man. Nearly. I got one hit. One hit.
Rage.
Do you plan to do the other monsters once you finish Armaton? No. Actually. I had thought about it, but with how difficult this run actually is, and I have practiced with other characters in the roster before, and I only ever came close with one other character, so maybe for speedrun purposes, I can try another character. Because I was getting a lot of quick kills. But in terms of doing no-hit runs with everybody, no, I don't think I will. However, I do plan to return... Oh, I should not have jumped there. I shouldn't be jumping during this match, period. However, I do plan to return after I have similarly mastered version 2.3J, which is the last and final upgrade to Primal Rage that only released in Japan for some reason. And is confusingly named because it's still version 2.3, but yet it received balance changes and wild input changes, as well as updates to the AI. But whatever. After I finish this, I will do... Excuse me. I will do the Japanese release and come back once I figured that out.
Final battle.
See how many is that? Is that 3? I think it's 3. I believe I have Soren down on the left. Whoa, that's bad. That was a little premature. Oh. So that's 12 total dominations with 1 hit during final battle. Not into the human dino of 2. Aw, dude, I've come close so many times during this challenge. So close. And a lot of times what happens is I can get one or the other. I can get the 14 total dominations or a flawless final battle, but never together. Point of fact, earlier in the week, I recorded it. I didn't live stream it. I just recorded it. I was kind of tired. I didn't think I was going to do a full run, so I just turned the cameras on. Just saw what happened. But anyway, I got like 5 flawless final battles in a row. It's kind of crazy. I just need you to line up for me. You've always wondered if the characters in the final battle flash when you performed a fatality on them, so that would mean that they are ghosts. I think that's kind of the implication. You know, spirits out for revenge, etc. I don't know, man.
Rage.
Come up with your own lore because it's just as valid as anything else.
Rage.
I'm sure when they came up with it, they didn't think too hard about it. Because really, the final battle, as it is here, is basically a placeholder, right? It was meant to be there until they could get Necrosan into the game. But obviously that didn't happen. So really what you would have done is you would have fought Necrosan in the graveyard and not, you know, everyone.
Rage.
All right, so I'm three matches deep,
Rage.
so I'm just gonna keep going. Hits, no resets. Proving my point, like immediately with the cross up. Yeah, Armadon being really inconsistent tonight, which is, it's extremely unusual. Not just because the fight with Armadon is usually like rock solid, but just like hits are not registering like they're supposed to. Which, by the way, even if I had not taken that hit during the first round, the second round
Rage.
gave me the bad Armadon pattern where he walks up and does the uppercut. Couldn't have done anything about it anyway. King Kzilla, you gotta go because of school. Yeah, man. Well, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you here. Have a good one, man. I'll be here.
Rage.
Armadon's a slow dino? Yeah, sure is. Sure is. I think he's only slightly faster than Vertigo. Vertigo's the slowest. At least in terms of, like, walk cycle.
Rage. Rage.
Oh, that must have missed. Missed low power.
Rage.
It's terrific that you can finish this with only scratches. It's the result of lots of work.
Rage.
But thank you. As a point of fact, I'm sure that if anyone really applied themselves, that other people could do the same. It's just I'm the only one crazy enough to sit here for 5 months and work it out. So far, every time I've mentioned this challenge to someone, like, really, you're gonna get through the whole thing without getting hit once. This is a fighting game. This isn't Mario Brothers. It's like, yeah, I know. So close. If I wasn't so close I could smell it, I probably would have given up on this challenge like ages ago. But I'm so close. So close. And where I got the idea to even attempt it is basically Dark Souls and Elden Ring players. They just come up with the craziest crap. Like, there's runs of, I think it's Elden Ring, or I can't remember, it's Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3. But there are runs where you don't take damage. And as a point of fact, you cannot directly, like, you're not allowed to directly damage the enemies. It's just like as a result of like casting a spell that just so happens to have like an AoE effect. Insane. And so when I realized that the 30th anniversary for Rage was coming up, I thought to myself, well, what hasn't been done? You know, how can I pay tribute? From a gameplay perspective, at least. I was like, you know, I don't think anyone's been crazy enough to do a no damage challenge. And I go searching on YouTube, I go searching on speedrun, I go searching on just any record keeping site you can think of. Nope. No one has tried it. The only one with a wife who understands. Yeah, she supports my habits. I gotta give props to my wife. As with all things, you know, it's in moderation. You know, I set aside time to be a husband. You know, we get time together. And I make sure that my time playing Primal Rage does not, in fact, interfere with our marriage, so to speak. She gets her time. She's asleep right now. She won't be awake for another, like, 4.5, 5 hours.
Rage.
I am on Eastern time, so that means it is actually midnight here.
Rage.
Whoops, that was a miss. I believe that was round 1, so I can reset there.
Rage.
Nice.
Rage.
I haven't quite found a block pattern that's like super safe yet. Like when Iron Maidens get blocked. I just have to hope he doesn't block. That's fair. My wife at the time was also fair. To a point. It was at the arcade, so I had to leave sooner. Yeah. Yeah.
Rage.
I could not do this challenge at a legit arcade. That would not fly. I'd be broke, for one thing. For two, I'd never actually have the time to go do it.
Rage.
Again. Man, I don't understand why that whiffs. Cheaper than a bar and easier on my liver. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Rage.
Drinking's an expensive habit, man. Even when I do go out, I'll have maybe 2, 3 drinks, not because, like, I'm a lightweight. I can actually hold my liquor pretty well. It's just, I don't have that much money to be, like, spending on alcohol.
Rage.
Do the thing.
Rage. Rage.
Get a good stretch in between matches here. That's match number 4, so no resets.
Rage. Rage.
It's fine. I'll take the free win. Okay, so that's 4 down, and that leaves like the lower jaw of Earth, where bad things can happen. What's 5? That's match 5.
Rage.
If I'm going to take a hit, it could easily happen. Easily. Especially since they left Soren for last for me. Yeah, I appreciate that. He's going to have to be really cooperative.
Rage.
All right, so that's 6. See how Sauron's feeling. If he blocks a lot, or if he's feeling a little froggy, starts jumping everywhere.
Rage.
Well, there it is. Now, I can counter that pattern, but it's also like the pattern that I really don't like. Because immediately after I counter him, he doesn't really like to let me in after that. It's like he gets offended that I anti-aired him, and it's like, oh, I'm just gonna block everything from now on.
Rage.
Oh, he did it twice. All right, so that's 13. And it's 13 total dominations with 1 hit. See how final battle goes. Oh, 105. That's really good. It's entirely possible that this is yet another 1-hit run. If a game stick doesn't help, I might approach you with a more authentic setup. Phew. As it happens,
Final battle.
I have seriously considered a cabinet before. Either an Atari 33 showcase, which would be baller, or just, a regular cab. The sad fact of the matter is I just don't have room. I mean, my wife understands. I don't think she understands that much. Whoa. They're actually near me. There was a Facebook listing for a super cheap. Oh my god. So it was such a great price. Super cheap. Atari 33 showcase. Arcade cabinet. It had another game in it, and it didn't have an original monitor, but it was still a cabinet. All I had to do was swap out the monitor and the game that was inside it, and it'd pretty much be good to go. But it's so big. I'd be hanging it from the ceiling. Woo. Hey, bud. Let's see. So that's... that's 3 hits, actually. 3 hits in final level. This dream is a wonderful sales pitch for the faithful rager. Yeah, it is. And really, if I'm going to claim any sort of domination, you know what I mean? Like in terms of like scoreboards, it would have to be on a cabinet.
Rage.
I will say I have taken it to almost like a silly degree in terms of like authenticity though. Now what I have control over is just, well, the controls. The stick is legit as hell. Like it's basically all the parts that you would find in a cabinet. It's just, you know, separated from a stick. Or separated from the control panel, sorry. Of course, I'm using the real arcade board. The only thing that is not really authentic is, of course, the monitor. I'm using an LCD to kind of game, like with a realistic response time, I'd need a CRT, which would be not practical.
Rage.
Where am I in this run? Is that 2? I think it's 2. Yeah.
Rage.
So if Sauron behaves. That will make 3, and it will also put me past the reset point. That was an oopsie on my part because I forgot what I was doing. But that's okay. So no resets from here on this run. I'm just going to keep going. CRTs are terribly hot. Yeah, I guess that's true too.
Rage.
Something you don't really think about. Hey! Finally hit. That's something you don't really think about is just how much heat these machines put off. And yeah, I guess most of that heat would come from the CRT.
Rage. Rage.
Well, since I'm fighting Chaos here in match 5, that also means that they're going to put Sauron near the end of the game again. I don't appreciate that much. It's not that I can't get double total dominations out of a late game Sauron. I can. It's just so much less likely. Indoor heating is not a good thing in Hawaii. Yeah, I could see that. Like even in the winter, I'm sure like it's still not like cold. Oh, I anticipated a response. Got hit for it. Booyah. I guess I'll just have to settle for 13 and a 19-hit combo. Gotta run for a bit. Well, thanks for stopping in, Keith. It's really good to have you. Have a good one, dude.
Rage.
Then I think that puts me at another 12. Another 12. See what Final Battle has in store for me.
Final battle.
These hits against Armadine are just, they're not connecting like they're supposed to. It's so strange. Knew it. Knew it. I was ready. Oh, well, still got hit. Still, going through final battle with one hit's not bad. Not bad at all. So with that puts me at 12 total dominations and one hit during final battle for that run. Tonight, I've already had some pretty close calls. I've had 13 total dominations, where in the one round that I didn't get it, that was a hit, and then final battle was flawless, so it can happen. One hit away. But before I continue, I am going to take a stretch break because I haven't had one in a minute, and I need one. So I'll be back here in roughly 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. Ah, that feels so much better. Okay, it was nice to stretch. All right. So I am back in the test menu just to prove that nothing has changed. Game options, everything is defaulted, except, of course, for difficulty, which is set to most difficult. That's what this whole thing's about. Okay, so it looks like everything is still pretty much in the same place where it needs to be. All right, so back at it. In so long as my wrists and my hands will allow me to continue. Generally, it's somewhere around the 2.5, 3 hour mark before my wrists turn to powder and then I have to glue them back together again. I'm already starting to feel it a little bit. I'm already starting to feel it a little bit, even though I got up and stretched. So my guess is I got about maybe half an hour in me. Ish. We'll see. We'll see. I'll give it my best.
Rage.
Because remember, technically all I need is for one run to go right. To go, well, completely, perfectly right. You know, each run takes roughly 10 minutes or so. Assuming I don't reset in between.
Rage.
But if I can't get it tonight, in the event that I fail again, which sounds weird because like these runs are still really good. You know what I mean? But if I cannot finish the challenge tonight, I will be back tomorrow. You know, if my health is still good. Because, you know, I'm not 24 anymore. Takes a little bit longer for me to recover than it used to.
Rage.
Ooh, there's a hit. That was match 2, so I'm okay with resetting there.
Rage.
That was very nearly a hit.
Rage.
It's a little dicey. Yeah. If he gets out of the block pattern, Diablo's AI is a little unpredictable.
Rage.
Nice. Like it. Love it. Oh, I don't like that though. It's okay. It's okay.
Rage.
That's one of the patterns I really don't like to see.
Rage. Rage.
We'll get some hits in there somewhere.
Rage.
All right, if I make it through this run, that will clear me of my self-imposed reset point.
Rage.
So, no resets after here. If I take hits, I take hits. We'll just keep going. You know, doesn't hurt to practice for final battle, etc. Even if I don't make it there with all 14 total dominations. Oh yeah, that's almost as if to prove the point. Chaos gives me maybe not like the worst pattern he could give me, but it's still not good.
Rage.
All right, let's just run it. 4 matches to go in this run.
Rage. Rage.
I don't want to jump too far back.
Rage.
That combo off the whiffed Iron Maiden has not been consistent at all tonight, which is, yeah, I've said it a few times, but that's just really strange.
Rage.
talk about Armadon a little bit. The strategy that you saw me use there came up by complete accident. That was actually a good pattern. I should have capitalized on that. It's always nice when I can get one of those out. Anywho, the fight with Armadon, as it stands now, was by complete accident. Because the way I used to do that fight was I would go to full screen and really try to, you know, make something happen off of like Whiffed. Was it Whiffed Mega Charges or Spinning Death, something. And I started poking around with different ways to start the match, and I just crouched one time. And I noticed he would jump just constantly. If all you did was hold down, he jumps. And so that fight became just absolutely trivial. Like, it's kind of offensive when I think about it, because I know how tough that fight is casually. I know a lot of people have a very difficult time with that Armadon fight, and yet I solved it by crouching. It's so bad. So this is the solution. This is the solution right here. Just hold down. It's nearly universal. The only characters that either can't do it or have a hard time doing it are Sauron, just because of his size. He's kind of big. And Vertigo, whose anti-air is kind of trash anyway. But for everybody else, you know, for the other 5 characters on the roster, hold down. Hold down. You'll be fine. Bouncy, bouncy. Well, that's wonderful. I had everybody, at least at the end.
Final battle.
Whoops, that was on me. Can't blame hit detection if I don't, you know, push the button. Oh, you turd. You have like nanoseconds to react if you're in the corner when chaos comes in. You gotta do something. You gotta do something fast. Ideally, what you do there is bed of nails to let the projectile pass. He takes the hit with the with his cannonball. I just couldn't get the bed of nails out in time because, you know, I had a third of a second. You know, what are you gonna do? Okay, so that's 12. 12 and 1 hit. 12 total dominations, 1 hit during final battle. So close. So close. But that's really been the story for the last, well, 4 nights of recording. Just waiting for the stars to align.
Rage.
All right, so back in on a new run.
Rage.
Okay. Textbook. I like it.
Rage.
Whoa. That's the, well, that's like one of the 2 really bad patterns from Chaos. Now that one specifically is incredibly rare. It's like 1 in 20. There's like a 1 in 20 shot that he will do that exact pattern. Now, I don't know how many runs I've done tonight, but that's the first time he's actually done it. Tonight.
Rage.
It's actually more likely that he will either do down 4 or down low power into battering ram, which is also a bad pattern that I can't do much about. That one's a bit more likely. It's like that one's like 1 in 10-ish. Something like that.
Rage.
Oh. Okay. We're just gonna hit there. Reset.
Rage. Rage.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do not pass go. Do not collect 2 total dominations.
Rage. Rage.
Oh. That's Vertigo's bad pattern. Her air 1 beats everything. It beats everything that I've got.
Rage.
I think I've literally tried every attack in the air to counter that, and I got nothing. So if she jumps with one, I'm boned.
Rage.
Diablo feeling a little frisky, looks like. All right. Got one match under the belt.
Rage.
Good.
Rage.
Okay, that's fine. Ooh. Now if I drop a combo, that's not okay. Fortunately, it worked out. Okay.
Rage.
It's nice when I can get the quick kills, but they don't matter per se. Okay, so this clears the reset point. It's 3 matches in, so if I take hits, I take hits. We'll just go through the final battle. Do the whole run.
Rage.
Ooh. I don't like that. Now, the reason I do a neutral jump at the start of Armadon's rounds is because he has a tendency to throw tail spikes if I don't.
Rage.
And when you only have half a second to respond, I need to minimize all of those kinds of variables as I can.
Rage.
Not so favorable pattern from Sauron, so this could get dicey.
Rage.
Also a not great pattern to start with. Oh. I could have gone south so easily. So easily. go. It's mostly up to Blizzard now.
Rage.
Okay, that's 6. 6 matches in.
Rage.
I saw that. Gotta really pay attention to what Talon's doing. King Kzilla, welcome back. Now, so long as this match with... As long as this match with Talon goes okay, that will make 14 for this run. So close. That's just how it be. Talon heard you were close to 14 and screwed you over. Dude, it's like telepathic. It really is. I mean, it's unusual for Talon to be that aggressive with the slasher, but I mean, it can happen. It can happen, obviously.
Final battle.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered because I dropped that combo during Armadon, so I took a blocked hit there. And a normal hit from Vertigo. So this would not have been the run anyway. I had no idea where he was coming from. This might be a little too close to corner. Let's back him up. Okay. Right on. Okay. So, even if I had not taken that hit during Talon's match to make it 14, this would not have been the run either. So, All I can do is dust myself off and try again. My hands are still doing okay, so I'm going to keep going until they tell me that they're not okay.
Rage. Rage.
Scooch, scooch.
Rage.
Jeez, that finally went through. Hit detection during this match has been so off today.
Rage.
Should be able to Iron Maiden out of this. Yeah.
Rage.
Oh, and there's the bad pattern from Chaos. Alright, so I'll go ahead and reset that one. Oh, starting with Sauron.
Rage.
I think I'm pushing high power a little too fast on the second run.
Rage.
Or the second cycle of that combo. That's why I'm not getting past 11. Tomorrow, your organization school, which is a game organization, will start doing game reports / reviews and choosing between either PR or STEM. Yeah, that's kind of a tough choice. I would say both deserve exposure.
Rage.
Now this is just dreaming. But, you know, something I would like to do is a documentary about the development of Primal Rage. You know, get developer interviews. Talk to Chris, talk to Steven Riesenberger, talk to really anyone who will sit down with me. But I'm not a documentarian. I don't know how to do interviews.
Rage. Rage.
Oh, that bed of nails didn't go through. Okay.
Rage.
That's too bad, too, because they started me off with Sauron, and now it's kind of an important fight to get out of there flawlessly. I could reset until I just start with my bad fights. But I'm not gonna do that. I'll just take it as it comes. Oh, I had a feeling. I had a feeling. I was trying to postpone the inevitable.
Rage.
If I'm correct, we can do more than one game report, so I could do like PR first and then STEM next school term or something, or the other way around. I mean, yeah, totally could. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's gonna be failed. Or a failed finisher, anyway. Doesn't invalidate the run. Because the run is just for damage.
Rage.
In fact, if I wanted to be like a real baller, what I could do is fail all of the finishers on purpose. And then still get no damage during final battle. That's asking a lot.
Rage. Rage.
I think what's really hurting my hands a lot is doing these like all 4 button presses.
Rage. Rage.
Okay, I think that's 3 during this run, so I am past the reset point. Just keep on rolling. What's 4 even? Okay.
Rage.
Yay, I was able to stop the bad pattern. And my right hand is just about done. So I'm probably going to do this run to completion, for sure. Assuming I don't get it, I'll do one more.
Rage.
What worries me? Oh, well, never mind. I don't have to worry about it. Don't even sweat it, Tom. I got you. I'll just give you a hit here. You don't have to worry about the next one. Anywho, I was going to say, I'm a little worried about Armadon's match, because when you put him late, the pattern, I can't do much about him. In his match, seems to come up with a little bit more often. So it's just that little bit less safe.
Rage.
So if I get through this, this will also be 13. So that's going to be 12. You always found Vertigo and Talent to be the most annoying to fight? It can be, certainly. Her fight is mostly... I consider that fight solved at this point. Right, I'm not gonna do anything here. I need to save the strength in my hands. The Vertigo fight was kind of troubling. It was really iffy. It's mostly good now. Just every once in a while, she likes to get frisky. But I could say that about any character, really, is just that there's always like one or two patterns that are not especially favorable and cause the run to go bad. All right, I forgot I missed the finisher on him. Largely doesn't matter though. Like, it's possible that I might have to do one extra Iron Maiden. That's about it. I missed that combo only because my hands are starting to give out, like, having trouble. They're all falling in a nice, neat pile here in the middle for me. It's kind of funny. Yeah, just like all of them just right here in the middle. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I got one more run in me. I got one more. Which, considering this is now a 3-hour live stream, that's pretty good. Normally I'm done around, 2:15, 2:30. I think 2:45 is my longest live stream so far. 3+ hours is pretty good. I've always found that the Primal Rage character sprites to be up there with Donkey Kong Country sprites as one of the best aged sprites. They're pretty darn good. I'll say that. I'd be really interested to see those high-resolution images.
Rage.
Just these are compressed, just so that they fit in an arcade game. So I would really like to see those really high-res images.
Rage.
Oop, sorry. Didn't mean to bonk the mic there.
Rage.
Oh. Okay.
Rage.
Oh, that was supposed to hit. Poop. That was a favorable match, too. Or at least favorable patterns. Yeah, that's just what happens. If you drop a combo, drop a special, it's lights out for that run. Okay. Talon getting up close and personal.
Rage. Rage. Rage.
Whoops. Ooh. Well, at least I saw the block this time. Normally I don't.
Rage.
So strange.
Rage.
Starting to think I'm the problem here. Combos versus Armadon has just been really odd. It's really odd tonight.
Rage.
I don't like him walking up on me. So I'll just crouch 2 on him.
Rage.
Nice.
Rage.
Oh, and there's the bad pattern from Chaos. I can rarely catch it. Now, I could go ahead and take this run all the way to the end, but I don't think I'm going to. Not a lot of point. Oh, I only had 1 full run left in me anyway, and this is like match 5. So that's gonna do it for night 7 on the road to total domination. It is night 7, yeah, it is. So came close yet again. I came within 1 hit tonight, but as I said at the top of the stream, you know, the longer this challenge goes on, the less eventful it's going to be. That's just how it is. There's not enough firsts to go around anymore. You know, I've already had nights where I've got my first live 19 hit, my first game where I had 14 total dominations, my first game where I had flawless final battles. Those have all happened. High scores, speed runs, they're all done. So the only thing that's left is to actually finish the challenge. And it's not done yet. So, again, health depending, if my wrists are not powder, I'll be back tomorrow for night 8. on the road to total domination. I have been Tom for Mystery Game Fight Club, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining me. Laters.